Ventura County Bucks and Pirates baseball is on the air. Ventura County Pirates baseball is brought to you by The Answer is Yes. Find out if you qualify for a refund from fraudulent credit card transaction fees. Call 760-685-5813. By WFG Insurance. Need life insurance, income tax returns? Call Cassidy, Eden, or Lou Stowers at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. And you can become a Ventura County Pirate or Bucks host family. How do you do that? Well, you call GM George Freneau, 805-501-0470 for details. Along with Alex Ramol, I'm Lou Stowers, welcoming you to the Great Park in Irvine, California, formerly the El Toro Marine Base, and just an absolutely gorgeous late evening here in Irvine. And Alex, this is going to be a big game for both teams, especially the Pirates, who need to get back on that winning track somehow against this Riptide team.
Yeah, these are a couple teams going in opposite ways right now. The Riptide near the top of the CCL standings in the Southern Division with a 16-11 record, coming off an 8-0 victory over the Sunrays. Meanwhile, the Pirates just 5-11 and got blanked by the Conejo Oaks on Tuesday over at Cal Lutheran. So these are teams going in opposite directions, but last time, over a month ago, last time these two teams faced off, the Riptide won 14-4, and it's the same starting pitcher on the mound for Orange County, Luis Becerra. So hopefully things are going to be different for the Pirates in this second game of 2 this season.
And now we'll pause for the national anthem. A country western flair to our national anthem, and why not? It's country western night here at Champion Stadium here on the Great Park of Irvine, and all of the interns here and some of the fans are dressed up in their country flavor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a festive atmosphere here in what feels like the frontier, but it's really just Orange County. And the other thing that we have to celebrate today is it's our very own Lou Stowers' birthday.
What?
It's been a great season. And listen, Lou, I don't know how old you are. I'm just going to guess around 35, 36.
Absolutely right. No, 33.
33. Okay, you know, close enough. You have some wisdom to you that made me guess a little older.
I got one wisdom tooth left. How about that?
But anyway, happy birthday, Lou. It's been a lot of fun this summer, and it's hard to believe it's just a week left.
I know, right? It's like I said in Alaska. It's gonna, once this comes down over the hill, that roller coaster really comes down fast. Thanks a lot, Alex. My second year here with the Pirates, and we are very lucky to have you and some of these other interns with us that have helped out the Pirates so much this year. Helping out the Pirates on the batting order, they're going to start off with Ethan Kearney, and Ethan Kearney is going to be the right fielder. Ethan going to Glendale Community College. Then it'll be DJ Akiyama, the shortstop. DJ accepting an offer to go to Campbell University. Followed by Gabe Juarez, the designated hitter who's on his way to Eastern Tennessee State University. Then cleaning up things, it'll be Brandon Wynn. Brandon Wynn going to Glendale Community College. Robert Pitts Jr. will be the center fielder, and Pitts will be going to University of California, Riverside. Followed by Jose Mariano, the third baseman, who is still attending the Los Angeles Mission College. Ryder Gordon will be at second base today, and Ryder is one of the very intelligent guys that goes to Claremont McKenna College, an engineering student. Followed by Evan Jaquez. Evan is the third baseman today, and Evan goes to the College of the Canyons. Followed by Grant Madrid Murray. He will be the catcher today, and Grant goes to McKenna College as well. Or actually, yep, that's right, McKenna College. And on the mound, they will be facing Luis Becerra in his sixth start this year. 2-0, 4.97 ERA with 22 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 2.51 innings. But Kearney takes the first pitch from Becerra and whacks it into left field for a leadoff base hit. And we'll introduce you to the left fielder. That's Jack Hammond. To his left, in center field, is Michael Diaz. In right field is Jake Brown. The infield for the Orange County Riptide, Rocco Gump is at third. Camden Bates is at shortstop. Patrick Hackworth at second. John Allen is at first. Brendan Wilkerson is behind the plate, catching Luis Becerra, who's getting ready to pitch a fastball to DJ Akiyama, who sends that pitch into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, and things are already looking different for the Pirates than the last time they faced Becerra. He was in for 5 innings last time, struck out 7, and guess what? Conceded only 2 hits, equal to his total, in just about 2 seconds of play.
2 pitches. Gabe Juarez steps in, and what a find he has been for George Freneau and the VC Pirates. Has just been nothing but a delight, both on the field and off the field, and pops the first pitch up, and out comes, well, Diaz is coming in now to make the catch in the very high sky here, very blue sky, light blue, and it'll be 1 down. So all 3 Pirates going on the first pitch, and that'll bring up Brandon Wynn. Brandon with an opportunity to break open the scoring for the Pirates with a runner at second in speedy Ethan Kearney. Also, DJ Akiyama has a lot of speed as well. Then the first pitch is a fastball, and that's outside to Win. Glad you joined us on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. And again, just an absolutely fabulous evening at 7:11 in the evening. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. So it's 0-2 now to DJ Akiyama. Excuse me, 1-1. Or that's Brandon Wynn. Boy, am I behind the times. That's what happens when you get a year older. Becerra looks back at Kearney. Fastball swung on and missed. Brandon couldn't keep up with that, and now it's 1-2.
And Wynn had a solid day on offense, even in a bad day overall for the Pirates against the Oaks. Went 1 for 3 and drew a walk.
Here comes the 1-2, and that's fouled back. Winnie wasting that pitch that was on the outside part of the plate, couldn't get a good swing on it, so decided to just send it away. Sunshine bathing pitcher Luis Becerra, as the shadows from Champions Stadium, is dancing around the infield and fouled this one back. Straight fastballs from Becerra. And that's what you might expect from a guy who is 6'4", 215 pounds. Has a lot of thrust in those thighs. So it's 1-2 with one down. Runners at first and second, and this one's an off-speed pitch, and that's high and outside, 2-2. So Brandon Wynn is making Becerra work.
Yeah, and Becerra actually hasn't been great recently. Gave up 5 earned runs in 4 1/3 inning in his last appearance.
Fastball waved out and missed. Snap throw down to first. And back in time is DJ Akiyama. So second out of the inning is a strikeout. Brandon Wynn just couldn't catch up with that one. And now it'll be up to Robert Pitts Jr. to get something going. Second baseman Patrick Hackworth is playing way over towards the second base bag, leaving a big hole between first and second. Fastball, actually that was a changeup, and that was high and outside to the right-handed hitting Pitts, and it's 1-0. Also, the left fielder Jack Hammond for the Riptide is playing off the left field line. And a pickoff turn by Becerra, but Patrick Hackworth had already gone towards his usual second base spot, so no throw. So 1-0 the count to Pitts. Kearney at first, or check that, at second, Akiyama at first, and this one's fouled back, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and Pitts didn't have the greatest of days against the Oaks on Tuesday, 0 for 3 with a walk, but now has a chance to really turn things around and possibly help the Pirates jump out to a much-needed lead. They're going to need to play from ahead if they want to beat a talented Riptide squad.
Here comes the 1-2, swung on and missed, or the 1-1, I should say. Now it's 1-2. So Luis Becerra was honored before the game as one of the CCL All-Stars. Here comes the pitch, and that's bounced towards the hole at second, picked up by Hackworth, and throws it in time to John Allen at first. And that does it for the Pirates in the top of the first inning. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 Pirates left adrift, as no score against Luis Becerra. Coming up against the OC Riptide, it'll be Logan Reitmeyer. And we'll be back right after this on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the first inning, Logan Reitmeyer finishing up his warm-up tosses to Grant Madrid Murray. Logan Reitmeyer, 5'11", 180-pounder from Santa Clarita, goes to LA Mission College out of Golden Valley High School up there in Santa Clarita. And this is not his first start, but Why don't you tell us a little bit about Mr. Reitmeyer?
Yeah, Logan's first start was back on the 10th against San Diego Sunrays, and he was fantastic right from LA Mission College. You know, he has just this fastball, slider, changeup mix, pretty standard, but he went 3 scoreless innings with a couple strikeouts, was terrific against San Diego, looks to continue it here.
Has that same body type, kind of thick body type like Mason Miles and Wesley as well. So he's got that fastball, rocks back and fires a strike. It'll be Michael Diaz, Patrick Hackworth, and Jake Brown to face Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer in the sunshine. Pitches it to home plate, which is not in the sunshine. Took something off of it. And it's 1-1. Home plate umpire is Dewey Bratcher, number 1, and over at first base on the right side is Andrew Thomas, and over on the third base side is Lavelle Bowen. Pitches outside, gets away from Madrid Murray, and it's 2-1.
And Reitmeyer just got to do what he did against San Diego. Just throw some strikes, trust the defense. Even though he didn't know the guys, he put some faith in them, and it had great results.
Pitching out of the stretch, has a kick, and this one's pulled towards first base and into right field, just in the hole between Jose Mariano and Ryder Gordon for a leadoff base hit.
Yeah, that was in the exact spot it needed to be. Wasn't hit too hard, so I wouldn't worry about it too much if I'm Reitmeyer, because you got a decent ground ball out of it.
Just placed perfectly, like you said, and now you've got the double play combination of DJ Akiyama and Ryder Gordon. Will introduce you to the Pirates defense after I introduce you to Patrick Hackworth, the second baseman for the Riptide. A left-handed hitter, fastball, and that just missed. 1-0.
Hackworth, another one of those guys recognized as part of the CCL showcase, and he was terrific in his last action against the Sunrays. 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored and a run batted in.
Hackworth from right here in Irvine, California, he's a torero from University of San Diego. So a nice off-speed pitch, a breaking ball, and swung on a miss by Hackworth. It's 1-1. Out in left field for the Pirates is Brandon Wynn. Robert Pitts Jr. is in center field, and Ethan Kearney moves over to right field. We'll wait for the 1-1 from Reitmeyer as he checks over at first. Diaz, and this one's fouled into the Pirates dugout. It's 1-2, so Reitmeyer's ahead of Hackworth. On the infield, at third base, it's Evan Jaquez. DJ Akiyama is at short, pinching in towards second base, as is Ryder Gordon, the second baseman, looking for 2. And Jose Mariano is holding on Michael Diaz. Grant Madrid Murray is catching Logan Myers' fastball, and this one's sent high in the air over second base. DJ Akiyama says, "I'm the big kahuna," and puts it away for out number 1. So that's a big out. They're all big outs. In steps right fielder Jake Brown. Jake from over the hills in Rancho Cucamonga. 6'1", 205-pound outfielder from Cal Baptist. Right-handed hitter, swings and misses at a curveball. That was a ball, and that was a beauty.
Yeah, it was a nice one. It's going to be tough for these Riptide hitters to adjust to Reitmeyer. He was just so terrific last time out back at Valley College.
Another curveball, and that lands in for strike 2. So let's see how Reitmeyer sets up the right-handed hitting, powerful Jake Brown. Jake with 2 home runs and 14 RBI and a .269 batting average. Fastball, and that's fouled back. Could almost guess what Reitmeyer was going to throw him. But I believe this is the first time I've seen Logan pitch. So I'm anxious to see what's in his bag of tricks.
Unless you watched our broadcast from that night.
Of course I did. Runner goes, the pitch is outside for a ball, and Madrid Murray can't hang on to it. So a stolen base for Michael Diaz with 1 out. So that takes away the double play opportunity.
Yeah,
Ryder Gordon still cheating towards second base.
And Reitmeyer a bit slow to throw that one. Of course, Madrid Murray couldn't get something going, but make it tougher for the Pirates to finish this thing out.
Curveball, and that's high. So it's 1-2. Or check that, 2-2. As the pitch was a ball outside on the stolen base. Reitmeyer into the stretch. Fastball. Just missed. And now it's a full count at 3-2 to Jake Brown. Jack Hammond, the left fielder, is on deck. And getting into the meat and potatoes of the Riptide lineup.
Yeah, and Reitmeyer doesn't want to see them with 2 on, so this is a huge pitch at 3-2.
Jaquez even with the bag at third, and this one is high. And there's the 1-out walk. So that'll bring up the left fielder, Jack Hammond.
Number 38, Jack Hammond.
Hammond comes in with a .213 batting average, 1 home run and 5 RBI.
Hammond with not the best performance against the Sunrays. 1 for 5, did have an RBI and scored a run, but struck out twice and lowered his batting average again, as you mentioned, to that .213 mark.
Reitmeyer looks back at the runners and throws strike 1 right down the middle. Don't see Hammond on my roster. But he's a prototypical Riptide guy, well over 6 feet. Fouls this one back, and it's 0-2.
Reitmeyer likes his slider a lot for his out pitch. Expect to see it here with a pitch to waste, or a few pitches to waste.
Runner at second is Michael Diaz. Reitmeyer gives him a look. Curveball, and that's sent towards my car.
I'd expect most cars to be safe here. Pretty far back, a huge facility here at the championship field at Great Park.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, unless somebody hit a line drive like that.
Where they turned around and aimed.
0-2 again, and the pitch is outside, 1-2 to Jack Hammond.
Oh, that was a strikeout.
Oh, they called that a strike?
Despite Madrid Murray sliding to catch the ball.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Now batting number 12, Rocco.
Get out the whiteout. That's okay with me. First strikeout for Logan Reitmeyer, and that was a filthy pitch. That fooled everybody.
It was great, but I think you could say that's, some payback for one of the misses on 2 strikes with Brown up, so kind of evens out.
So now 2 down, and you got big old Rocco Gump, the third baseman, left-handed hitting third baseman, and he pitches a strike at the knees. Gump, 256 average, 18 RBIs, no home runs. He struck out 19 times, though, too.
And was 0 for 3 against the Oaks on the 14th in his last appearance.
Next pitch, and that's out of the strike zone, 1-1. And there must be a body type for you to get on this team, because Rocco Gump is 6'3", 185 from Chandler, Arizona, Northwestern State University. So not Northwestern, outside of Chicago. Fastball, and that's sent over towards the Riptide dugout.
Northwestern State over in Louisiana, referring to the northwest of that boot-shaped state.
Not the Raging Cajuns.
Nope, that's Lafayette.
So it's 1-2. Let's see if we can get some heat from Reitmeyer, and strike 3 called. There's some heat. 2 strikeouts to end the inning, both looking. And Logan Reitmeyer says, "How do you do, Riptide?" No runs on a hit and 2 left. We'll go to the top of the second inning with the Pirates and the Riptide, no score. The answer is yes. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you are entitled to file a claim for refund for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumstein at 760-685-5813. You're watching Ventura County Pirate Baseball on the Ventura County Pirate YouTube channel. Before we get to the top of the second inning, want to thank Katana Stewart for making the trip down. She's the social media queen today.
Thanks, Lou.
So check out everything she's done on Instagram. Does a fabulous job. Has taken our new logos and put those in the backgrounds. But in the foreground right now is Jose Mariano, followed by Ryder Gordon and Evan Jaquez against Luis Becerra, who kicks and deals a fastball that Mariano couldn't catch up with. And it's 0-1. Here at Championship Stadium at Great Park, down the left field line it's 325, and left center it's 362. Next pitch is that's chopped up the line, and that goes foul. Almost like a swinging bunt that went about maybe 40 feet up the 90 feet from home plate to third base. So it's 0-2 now to Mariano.
Yeah, that would have been really lucky for Mariano because it looked like it was just going to die on the edge of that green grass. But he's going to have to step back in the box.
Now that grass is pretty tall compared to where the dirt is. So continuing with the dimensions, 400 to straightaway center, 362 in right center, and 325 down the right field line. So very symmetrical here in symmetrical Irvine, California. Fastball swung on a missed, and man, that had some smoke on it. 2 strikeouts for Becerra. Coaching at third base is the first-year field manager for the Pirates, Scott Murray. Sean Skelly, the assistant coach from Cal State Northridge, is coaching over in the first base box. So that'll bring up Ryder Gordon. And we've got to see if the streak is alive with Mom, Dad, and Granddad. They got to be here somewhere. We'll keep an eye out for them. Swing and a miss by Ryder, and it's 0-1.
And first I have to compliment you, Lou, because symmetrical might be the perfect word to describe Irvine. It's perfect. It's just,
it is. Well,
perfect.
Just ask them.
I meant a perfect descriptor from you. I like Irvine, but I don't think it's perfect.
It is a very beautiful city. I mean, if you want to raise your family, this is the place to do it. The beach is right over there. The mountains are over yonder. And we're looking, the hills we're looking at, that's what they call Tomato Canyon. This one's grounded over the pitcher, and Bates can't pick it up. So the Pirates have another base runner on with 1 out and Ryder Gordon. And that one was slippery like a bar of soap in the shower. That'll bring up Evan Jaquez, the third baseman. The lights are on, and they're already starting to take effect.
Riptide gave that as a hit. I think I agree. That was going to be a tough play for the shortstop Bates.
Yeah. That hit the grass. Well, actually, it hit the dirt and just really clunked over this one's fouled past Scott Murray for Jaquez, and it's 0-1.
And last
it just
time,
died when it hit the ground and went over, barely clunked over Becerra's head. And not a good chance for Camden Bates.
And last time the Pirates played here, it got so ugly that Evan Jaquez had to pitch, but he threw a scoreless inning with a strikeout.
Well, let's hope he doesn't have to do that tonight. This one's in the dirt, and a good block by Brendan Wilkinson. And it's 1-1.
The last time Jaquez was in action for the Pirates overall was against the Foresters on the 14th. He was 0 for 3 in a day where the Pirates just couldn't get anything going over northwest of here.
And there's some sort of a hex or a spell on the Pirates when they go up there. Pickoff move over to first, and Gordon gets back.
You think there's a spell on up in Santa Barbara?
Definitely.
I know there's 3 letters involved with that spell, and they're SEC.
It swung on a missed, and Gordon has a stolen base. And it's 1-2 now to Jaquez, but at second base is Ryder Gordon with a perfectly timed
They're
run.
taking that away.
Were they saying it's a foul ball?
It was either a foul ball or maybe Jaquez. Yeah, Jaquez is going to be out on there. I think it was because they deemed his swing as being interference.
So back to first. Goes Ryder Gordon, and so 2 outs, and Grant Madrid Murray comes up. So Dewey Bratcher making the call on that one, and it just looked like a protective wave from up here, but we're up here, not too far away. And it's 1-0 to Madrid Murray. Fastball swung on and missed.
And Madrid Murray, just like Jaquez, couldn't get anything going in his last appearance. That was against the Foresters, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And he's yet to register a hit on the road for the Pirates this year.
Murray coming back from that groin injury up in St. Louis, or San Luis. Oh, that's St. Louis in English. I was just talking to Taylor, one of the interns here, and she's from St. Louis and just graduated from Loyola Marymount. On the outside corner, strike 2, 1-2. Taylor and her intern pal Liana. This is a breaking ball that's outside, 2-2. Good eye by Madrid Murray. Should he reach, Ethan Kearney, the top of the order, would be next. Fastball, and that's fouled back. There's nothing fancy about Luis Becerra's fastball. It's just got to be up around in the low 90s, but he's shown that's the 3rd speed that he's shown on that fastball,
Which I think is fancy in itself.
You got to hit it, that's for sure. Snap throw from Wilkinson down to John Allen at first, and Ryder Gordon is back. Now the count's full at 3-2 as that ball was outside, so it was a good ball for Wilkinson to pivot and throw down to first. Meanwhile, Madrid Murray trying to get something going with 2 outs. This is up the middle and through into center field, and Gordon was off with a pitch, and he is in with a slide at third base. So runners at the corners with 2 out for the top of the order and Ethan Kearney.
And that's great stuff from Madrid Murray. I mentioned he's struggled to get it going on the road this season. So that's a really good sign for Madrid Murray, who's been getting better at the plate as the year has progressed.
Now, just looking at that hole to the right and the left of Luis Becerra between Bates and Hackworth, shortstop and second base respectively. And Madrid Murray just going right up there with the pitch. Found an off-speed pitch and put it up where they weren't. Kearney is 1 for 1. Fastball, and that's in for a strike. Kearney sent the first pitch he saw from Becerra the other way into left field for a base hit. Was stranded at second. So 2 outs and a pickoff try back in time is Madrid Murray.
And for the Pirates, it'd be big to score here, especially because they don't want to leave a runner in scoring position in 2 straight innings.
Kearney looks at strike 2. And that was an off-speed pitch or a breaking pitch on the inside corner. In on the bag and just off the line at the cut of the grass is Rocco Gump at third. Holding the runner on is Josh Allen at first, and this one's chopped over the second base bag. Coming over for it is Bates, and just barely gets Kearney smoking down the line. 6-3 on the putout, and another runner stranded in scoring position in Ryder Gordon. No runs on 2 hits and 2 runners left. Will go to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Pirates and the Riptide. Special thanks to New Century Volkswagen in Glendale on the Brand Boulevard of Cars. Call 818-522-6263. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the second coming up, it'll be Luke Johnson, Brendan Wilkinson, and John Allen to face Logan Reitmeyer in his second inning of work. Through 22 pitches, gave up a hit and stranded 2 Riptide out there.
And I'm interested to see Logan Reitmeyer in his second inning of work, because I thought even on the base runners he gave up last inning, he performed well.
Well, he sure did step it up in the last 2 batters as a curveball, and that's in for strike 1. So he picks up where he left off. The last 2 batters he faced were strikeouts looking. And he's ahead of Luke Johnson, the designated hitter. Big swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it's 0-2 to Johnson. And don't see him on the official 2024 Orange County Riptide roster either.
But Johnson in 70 at-bats this summer, hitting .229 with a couple home runs, 15 runs batted in.
So the fact that he has a couple of home runs in this park says something. Swings and misses, and 3 strikeouts in a row for Logan Reitmeyer. Another nasty curve. That was actually a slider, it looked like.
Yeah, he describes his mix as fastball, slider, change, but like many breaking balls, there's kind of a fluid definition.
That one had a slight break, more of a flat left to right angle rather than an up and down break. So here comes Brendan Wilkinson, who's already made his mark at catcher today. 5'11", 180-pounder from Cal State Northridge out of Long Beach. First pitch to him is low and outside for a ball.
And Wilkinson last played against Santa Barbara on the 13th, hit 1 for 2 and a couple walks with a run, so great performance in a loss for Orange County.
Here comes the 1-0, a fastball, and that's just low. 2-0. Wilkinson with just 8 hits in his 41 at-bats. Breaking ball, and that's in for a strike, 2-1. But catchers are mainly looked at for their defense rather than their offense. Boy, if you can get a catcher with some offense, that's a bonus. Here comes the 2-1, and that's high and tight, and it's 3-1 to Brendan Wilkinson.
It's definitely the worst pitch we've seen so far from Reitmeyer. Now he has to pitch from behind against Wilkinson, see how he can do that. Has some freedom with empty bases.
The sun is almost gone from the field, and this one's fouled back, and now it's 3-2. Right fielder Ethan Kearney and the second baseman Ryder Gordon have sun in their eyes, and I would imagine Pitts Jr. also does have it as well.
I can see the sun glinting off of Ryder Gordon's glasses on his hat.
And that one's inside, ball 4, and a 1-out walk. That would make a nice picture. And that'll bring up John Allen, the big first baseman. Allen, 6'4", 205 pound, another guy over 6 foot. Goes to University of San Diego, another Torero, right out of Irvine.
He's actually a Triton, UC San Diego.
Oh, that's right. Fastball outside, and a good stop by Gordon Madrid Murray, and it's 1-0.
And John Allen, or JC as they called him over the loudspeaker, was 0 for 4 against the Foresters, but scored on his walk back on the 13th.
A little bit of a calling card from Reitmeyer on that sidearm pickoff move to Jose Mariano, back plenty of time as Wilkinson, the catcher. But Allen only with a 128 batting average, but does have 5 RBI and fouls this one at the Riptide dugout, and it's 1-1. Allen has struck out 6 times in his 39 at-bats and has coaxed 7 walks out of opposing pitchers. Here comes the 1-1 with 1 down, and that fastball was overthrown, and it's 2-1.
And Reitmeyer's already induced a couple good ground balls. That's what the Pirates have got to be looking here with the double play on deck. Gordon cheating towards second a lot.
Decent lead, and this one's fly ball into right field, and that's going to send Kearney back to the track, and he flags it down one-handed. Turns and bounces off the wall and brings it back in and gets a nice hand from the Pirate crowd below. So a beautiful play by Ethan Kearney. Oh, that answers that question. We were
Lights have
asking
turned
about
on
the lights.
over here.
We got lights, at least down below us. And Camden Bates, the shortstop, the 9th man in the order for the Riptide, comes in. Bates with a .250 average, has 3 hits and just his 12 at-bats, has an RBI as well. And the Pirate defense looking for a double play. This one's popped up and just over our heads. So it's 0-1 to Bates.
Bates a bit of a late addition to the Riptide roster. University of Tennessee Volunteer has only been with the team for a little over a week and in 4 games, hitting .250, 3 for 12 with a run batted in and 5 walks.
And the reason, there goes the runner. The pitch is a strike. The throw down is late. So a stolen base by Wilkinson, who stole that one off of Reitmeyer. Timed it out, and a nice stolen base for Wilkinson. And it's 0-2, the count to Camden Bates, who swung and missed. Well, Bates, the reason he was late from University of Tennessee is they were collecting rings.
Yeah.
Back in Omaha, Nebraska, winning the College World Series for the first time. And this has popped up on the infield. Jose Mariano says he has it, waits for it to come down. And that was a College World Series pop-up there. So, Logan Reitmeyer gives up a walk and a stolen base, and that's it. No runs, no hits, and 1 man left. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning, and there's no score. But first, wanted to ask if you're hungry. Always. Visit where the Pirates and Bucks eat. Subway Sandwiches, 20929 Ventura Boulevard, west of DeSoto in Woodland Hills. We'll be back with Alex Ramol in the top of the 3rd inning right after this on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel.
Welcome everybody back to the championship field at Great Park in Irvine, California. We've got more CCL action between the Ventura County Pirates and Orange County Riptide. Top of the 3rd with DJ Akiyama up first for your Pirates against Riptide starter Luis Becerra. Akiyama's last time up hit a single, looks to continue that momentum. Takes ball 1 outside. DJ, the recent commit to Campbell over in North Carolina, gets 1-0, also outside.
So he'll be the big kahuna on campus.
That one hit high into center field. Looks manageable for Diaz, and it's caught easily for out number 1. So high fly from DJ Akiyama gets nothing for the Pirates. You can hear Michael Diaz getting some cheers from the left side of the Great Park stands. minor league quality field here in Orange County as Gabe Juarez steps up to the plate. First pitch to him is low and out. So an early lead for the new ETSU Buck, who flew out to center in the first. Scott Murray looking over to home plate where I believe catcher Wilkinson left something on the ground. Coach Murray with the eagle eye there. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Breaking ball low from Becerra.
Well, the official score here for the Riptide in the top of the second inning, when Ryder Gordon hit that clunker that was first considered a hit, has now been taken away and been classified as an error. So take away a hit from Ryder Gordon and give the Riptide shortstop Camden Bates an error.
Don't know if I agree with that call. Now after a foul, Juarez down 1-2. Here's the pitch, low and away. I just think it was a tough play for Bates to make. Had to go all the way across second base to grab the ball and just bobbled it, I don't think.
If he did make the catch and throw, I doubt if he would have beat Gordon.
It would have been a heck of a play. It would have been some crazy flip as Becerra goes way outside, going to the backstop to load the count. Worth noting here, the backstop is huge distance behind home plate. Payoff pitch is bounced. A walk for Gabe Juarez gets things going in the third.
That's the first walk given up by Becerra.
And that was just the second 3-ball count for Becerra. Now Brandon Wynn up to hit. He struck out swinging last time in the first. Becerra to Wynn. That one's low in the dirt. Juarez not taking too much off first, as 1-0 is bounced at the ground by Becerra. Missing low a lot in these last few pitches. And now Wilkinson's going to talk to his starter.
We have a Riptide warming up in the bullpen, a left-hander, and he looks like he's over 6 feet tall.
That's the shock of the day. Riptide warming up another lanky athlete, this time a pitcher. I mean, if their hitters are tall, it makes sense that their pitchers are.
Well, I don't have him on the roster either. If it's 57, it's...
That one's grounded over to second, and Bobble, throw to first to get Wynn, is in time.
Just in time.
But Juarez moves to second base. Hackworth had a little bit of trouble with it and barely beat out Brandon Wynn with the throw.
I'll tell you what, when you see Big Gabe rolling at you, and he's got some speed, that'll give you a little bit of a start.
So now here's Robert Pitts, grounded out his first appearance. First one to him is grounded up the middle, over to short. Throw to first is in time. So the Pirates get a little something going, but end up stranding a runner in scoring position for the third inning in a row. Still no score between Ventura County and Orange County. No hits, no runs, no errors for the Pirates. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in a minute with the bottom of the third. Welcome back to Great Park in Irvine for a CCL showdown between the Pirates and Riptide. Bottom of the third, getting going here with Michael Diaz, the leadoff hitter for the home team. The lefty Diaz got on with a single in the first against Logan Reitmeyer and stole a base. Stranded on second. Here comes Reitmeyer, breaking ball, strike one. Oh, 0-1 pitch from number 34 is high and outside to even the count. For Reitmeyer, not getting anything yet from the Pirates. A lot of runners stranded so far, as 1-1 is off his knee. Hit by pitch. Gets OC's leadoff man on base. Not the way Reitmeyer wanted things to start in the third. That brings up a CCL showcase player for the Riptide, Patrick Hackworth, the second baseman. He popped out against Reitmeyer in the first inning. First pitch is way outside and snared by Madrid Murray. Hackworth had that little bobble in the road half of this inning. Ended up getting an out. One 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Reitmeyer loads up 1-1 and throws it just outside to Madrid Murray. And we talked about the player archetype of the Riptide being some tall guys, but Hackworth bucks the trend, 5'9", 175. But knows how to use it, hitting .384. 2-1 is fouled. Goes up over the tall net here at Great Park's Championship Field. Two-two pitch is inside to fill up the count. This is the third 3-2 count for Reitmeyer this evening. Payoff pitch is easily inside. Two straight reach for the Riptide. So some trouble here for Reitmeyer, who pitched 3 innings against the Sunrays in his only appearance, but has a little bit of a longer leash today. That may not matter if this inning doesn't go to plan, though. Jake Brown up to bat. Here's Reitmeyer. That one's fouled over towards the Riptide dugout. Which is unusual. He doesn't normally come in as a reliever, but the way Reitmeyer looked starting things out last time makes a lot of sense. 0-1 pitch is in there, strike 2 on the slider. But Lee has started out games rough and then improved as it gets on, notably against the Saints last time he pitched. So maybe it's just a psychological change. Third pitch to Brown is low and away.
Also, Scott Murray running
It's going to be all hands on deck for the last week of the season. One-two pitch is fouled backwards. Brown walked on the first full count of the day for Reitmeyer in the first. Now trailing to Ventura County starter. Throw backwards from Reitmeyer is not in time. Keeping Michael Diaz in check. Diaz on second with Patrick Hackworth on first. Now here's that 1-2. It's in there, strike three, a real late call by home plate umpire Dewey Bratcher.
It sure was. But you could see the way that he was rocking back that he was going to make it.
So it seems like Mr. Bratcher won for dramatics and theatrics and showmanship.
Well, Logan Reitmeyer showing off, too. That's his fourth strikeout against the Riptide tonight.
And here's Jack Hammond, who he got his first strikeout against. This one hit high and foul. Going towards us.
Well, we have a herringbone pergola protecting us.
Whatever that means.
Means not much. Better not rain.
0-1 pitch is just high from Reitmeyer to even the count.
But there is absolutely no chance of rain here in Irvine tonight. Maybe in the deserts. See some clouds out that way.
Looks like a good night for baseball here in
great
Great Park. Yeah,
great night for baseball.
And this is a primetime stadium, I'll tell you that.
Nope, the lights are perfect.
Reitmeyer loads up 1-1, looks back a couple times, and deals. That one way high.
Yeah, when they were building Great Park, changing it over from El Toro Marine Base, where the jets used to come through here and all the training, but they turned it into a park and weren't going to put any sort of a facility for baseball or soccer here for recreational sports. It is 3-2. And then some of the other projects were going to cost too much. So they figured, well, let's do something that's going to generate some income. And they put in acres of soccer fields and now softball fields and baseball fields. And here we have a beautiful little...
That one caught the bat right there of Hammond. It's real tight on the wrists to make it 3-2 full count.
Might have caught his knuckles too. So he's shaking his right hand.
Definitely a bit painful, but he's not really arguing too much about the call. So I'd assume that the call was right. It just also happens to hurt.
Yeah. So now the home plate umpire, Dewey Bratcher, going out to talk to Andrew Thomas and Lavelle Bowen, the umpires, just going to give some time for Jack Hammond to get the bees out of his hand. And also maybe talk about the call.
And while we got this little umpire decision going, a reminder to follow the Ventura County Pirates on social media. Go to V County Pirates for team news and leave your comments. That's V County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Watch out soon. We just filmed an interview with Gabe Juarez about his recent commitment to Eastern Tennessee State. That'll be posted very soon. Also got announcements for recent commitments from Aiden Jabara and DJ Akiyama.
I'll tell you what, just talk to, now they're giving first base, awarding first base to Jack Hammond.
I don't know what could have changed since then.
I don't either. Now Scott Murray wants to know that what's going on, because it looked like, and we don't have the benefit of replay unless you wind it back on YouTube. Don't know what happened there. Is
Number 12, Rocco, go.
Now
maybe
Murray's
they're going
going
to say it was a check swing? I don't know.
I don't know. Murray's going to check on Reitmeyer, which makes sense because it is a tough situation here with the bases loaded. I just don't know what you could decide after seeing that pitch, because home plate umpire Dewey Bratcher knows where he saw it hit. And I don't think that the infield umpires have a better purview, but either way, bases loaded here at Great Park with one out, 0-0 here in the bottom of the third. And Rocco Gump up to bat with the bases juiced.
All without the benefit of a hit, right? The bases loaded.
Yeah. Hit by pitch, walk, hit by pitch. First one from Reitmeyer to Gump is low. Bounces off Grant Madrid Murray for ball one.
So Logan Reitmeyer and the Pirates trying to prevent one of those innings.
Know exactly what you mean.
Bases loaded, no hits, and only one out.
1-0 pitch from Reitmeyer is just a bit low.
Still a good pitch. Gump being very selective.
And Selective has gotten the Riptide 3 base runners here, so not a bad strategy. Another to Gump is fouled, bouncing towards Orange County's dugout.
Gump is second on the Riptide in RBI with 18.
Looks to add to that here with one out in the bottom of the third. 2-1 pitch. Breaking
Beauty.
ball in there to even the count.
That was a beauty.
Reitmeyer pulls out a great pitch in a key spot. Huge 2-2 count coming for Gump. Reitmeyer fires. That one low and grabbed by Madrid Murray. So another full count for Reitmeyer. This is going to be his fourth. Could have been his fifth if that hit by pitch decision was made differently. There's 3-2, hit foul.
So Reitmeyer's fastball still chugging in there.
We'll see that as he gets ready for a second payoff to Gump. Reitmeyer staring down the catcher. 3-2 pitch is hit high into center field. Pitts looks to have it, makes the catch. Throw back, homecoming with the run tagging, and it's cut off by Mariano. 1-0 Riptide with 2 out in the bottom of the third.
Well, that was a perfect sacrifice fly by Rocco Gump for his 19th RBI of the season. And Pitts got it back into the infield as quick as he could. But Diaz had already crossed the plate, and no advancement by Patrick Hackworth because of that throw.
So Diaz's run is the first of the game for either squad. Now Luke Johnson at bat. First pitch is low and away from Reitmeyer. Johnson had a strikeout to lead the second inning for Orange County. Reitmeyer takes a quick pause to talk to Grant Madrid Murray.
Well, maybe with the runner out at second, Hackworth out there. He's been out there a while, so maybe he's just changing the signals a little bit.
I would say so. Conference over. Ready to get back to the at-bat. Early 1-0 lead for Luke Johnson, who struck out on 4 pitches last time against Logan Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer fires one outside to a sliding Madrid Murray.
So that foul ball that was turned into a hit by a pitch that really came into play that put the runner at third base.
If the Pirates lose by 1, that's going to be a talking point for sure, as 2-0 is whiffed at.
That was a change of pace fastball by Reitmeyer.
Hackworth not far off second. Reitmeyer looks at him and fires one in. That one fouled over the Pirates' dugout.
So what a find out of a little tiny, little-known school, Los Angeles Mission College. Logan Reitmeyer and his first baseman, Jose Mariano.
You can imagine that had something to do with it, as 2-2 is hit high. Looks harmless to foul territory. Haka is under it for out number 3. So the first run of the game crosses for the Riptide. 1-0 Orange County over Ventura County after 3. We've got no hits, 1 run, no errors, 2 stranded for the Riptide. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in a minute with inning number 4. Welcome back to Great Park in Irvine, California for your Pirates versus the Riptide, a pitching change for Orange County. But before we get to that, make sure to support the Ventura County Pirates and Bucks by buying some gear. Buy the Bucks red or black fitted hats for $30 or the Pirates' new CCL red and black hat for $35. Pair that with the new VC Pirates t-shirts with our new logo on the back. We've got a men's crew cut and women's V-neck style available for $25 and a kids version for $20. Those are available at every home game. Just stop by the press box at LA Valley College. So new guy up on the hill for Orange County. It's Chris Canada, and he's about as big as Canada. 6'7", 210 pounds from San Diego State. I was saying to Lou earlier, we've completed the trilogy. USD, UCSD, and SDSU all represented here by the Riptide.
Tritons, Aztecs, Tritons, and Toreros.
Oh my. Canada has not played much at all for the Riptide. His one appearance was against the Barons on the 12th. Pitched 1 clean inning, struck out 1 batter, faced 3. Easy stuff for the Orange California native. So not exactly in foreign territory.
What I discovered last season is that this destination in Irvine for the high school players from this area is so sought after that you can't even get it. There's a waiting list to get on this roster.
Wow.
Because
explains why it's so big.
Well, yeah, they got the kids from South Orange County, all over Orange County that want to stay here. They want to stay home, have mom do their laundry and do their cooking for them, and play here at the Great Park.
Canada's first pitch to Jose Mariano is a strike. And that's not even accounting for the guys on the team who aren't from here.
So you got to be pretty special if you're not from around here being on the Riptide.
0-1 pitch from the lanky Canada is outside.
Because even the kid from UT, who's not from around here, he has 3 of his teammates, volunteer teammates, who are from Orange County.
Pretty good pipeline to have. So here comes 1-1 to Mariano. Inside on the fastball. Mariano last time struck out against Becerra. Now with a clean slate against the lefty. 2-1 is swung on and missed. Canada getting ready. Here's his 5th pitch. That's lined over into right center. It drops for a base hit. It's going back towards the warning track. Mariano's going to get second. He's in there easily, standing up. A double for Jose Mariano to get us going in the 4th inning.
A nice leadoff double, and that one hit the gap on the line, and that sent Jake Brown, the right fielder, running towards the fence. And another Pirate in scoring position, and the second leadoff batter on base.
Pirates have gotten somebody to scoring position in each and every inning so far, but you can see the 0 on the scoreboard where it matters. Here's Ryder Gordon, who reached on what was eventually determined to be an error in the 2nd inning. First pitch to him as he shows bunt. It's bounced and hits off the catcher's mask. Mariano sneaks to 3rd.
It didn't sound like it hit anything plastic or metal. And Scott Murray, who has some medical training, coming down to check out Brandon Wilkinson. Might have hit him in the clavicle area, don't know.
Just in that perfect zone where there's not a lot of coverage.
So we're going to call that a wild pitch.
I agree. Was bounced way in front of Wilkinson, Brendan Wilkinson, the catcher. So already not a great start for Chris Canada. He's given up the first extra base hit of the game for either team. And then bounces one at his catcher's neck.
Yeah, that was a nice 2-iron shot by Jose Mariano. Just pulled that out of the bag and whacked it a couple of hops to the right center field fence. And just like a catcher, Brendan Wilkinson says, "I'm okay, please go away."
Yeah, if we've
Probably
learned,
not with a please.
If we've learned anything from watching Grant Madrid Murray this season, it's that catchers are the toughest among us.
Now let's not forget Brody Brown.
Oh,
when
of
he's
course.
out there. He played like he was in the Stanley Cup.
That's for sure. Standing on his head. So now 1-0 resuming for Gordon. Mariano on 3rd. Pitch from Canada is just away to double Gordon's advantage.
So speaking of Brody, our best wishes to him as he's looking at knee surgery with a 3-month recovery. and talked to his dad, Dennis, who said to say hi to everybody. And this is right over our head. And that they may make an appearance tonight here in Irvine.
Oh, look at that.
They were vacationing down the 55 in Newport Beach.
Newport Beach. I've been watching a lot of Arrested Development clips lately. 2-1 pitch is hit high into center. Easy catch out as Mariano tags. The throw is half-hearted as Mariano ties it up 1-1 with one out in the top of the fourth inning.
Well, there's nothing that Michael Diaz could really do with it. That was hit far enough into left field, center field, and a nice easy tag and run home for Mariano.
So sac fly for sac fly, go Ventura County and Orange County. Now here's Evan Jaquez. First pitch from Canada. Jaquez is near Evan's face for ball one. Things already not going as well as they did against the Barons for Chris Canada, number 47. The lefty's 1-0 is swung on and missed. Jaquez did not like his three-quarter swing on that one. Home plate umpire Dewey Brecher says that it was worthy of a strike. Now 1-1 is fouled backwards. So Jaquez with nobody on here, one out, has a tie ball game. 1-2 pitch is just outside. Did he swing? No. Jaquez holds up to even the count at 2. Jaquez last time up made too big a swing, interfered with the catcher and got himself out. Another pitch to him is away again. They're looking for a swing there, and they say that time he did. Strikeout now, 2 gone in the top of the fourth for VC.
Yeah, Dewey Brecher didn't need any help there.
Now batting number 19, Grant Madrid.
He said, "Yes, you did, son."
Tougher to get away with when you already check a couple swings in the same plate appearance. No help out there for Evan Jaquez. Now bottom of the order, Grant Madrid Murray up to bat. He singled in the second. Canada to Madrid Murray upstairs.
Yeah, Madrid Murray can really sympathize with Wilkinson.
As he takes 1-0 for a strike, and yeah, especially against the Saints last week. It was a rough day at the office for Grant Madrid Murray. Got hit by 2 pitches in the classical sense, and then also caught one to the groin region from his own pitcher. Now gets 1-1 up high and away. Canada having some issues controlling these pitches, which is not totally unexpected from a guy with so much potential for velocity. It can be tough to keep things under wraps when you're 6'7" on a tall mound.
Well, he also could be working on some other pitches that the Aztec coaching staff want him to work on.
Makes sense as that fastball, I believe, goes outside for 3-1.
Well, we're going to have to call the city council of Irvine there to have them put in a radar gun on the scoreboard. See how much juice I have left. That's pretty cool to have that out at Cal Lou.
Oh yeah, 3-1 in there for a strike. That one right on the borderline from the big lefty.
And Madrid Murray asking Dewey Brecher, where was that?
And Brecher, I'm going to guess, said something like the zone. payoff from Canada is swung on and missed. So the Pirates leave bases empty, but they scored a run against the new relief pitcher for the Riptide. 1 hit, 1 run, no errors. Nobody left on for the Pirates in the middle of the 4th inning. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball, brought to you in part by New Century Volkswagen in Glendale on the Brand Boulevard of Cars. Call 818-522-6263 for more info on getting yourself a new German automobile. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the BC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a second for the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back to Great Park for the Pirates and the Riptide. A pitching change for your Pirates. Welcome Spencer Johnson to the mound. But before we get to his action, make sure that if you're hungry, you visit where the Pirates and Bucks eat at Subway Sandwiches at 20929 Ventura Boulevard, west of DeSoto and Woodland Hills. Thanks for the support all season from Subway. So Spencer Johnson on the hill for VC. Last pitched just a couple days ago against the Oaks. Pitched a scoreless inning against Conejo, just allowed 1 hit and struck out a batter. He faces Brendan Wilkinson, the catcher for OC, who is a bit beat up last inning. First pitch from Johnson is a big breaking ball low in the dirt. One-0 pitch from Johnson, another breaking ball, again in the dirt. Now Johnson's already got to talk to Madrid Murray for just a second. Those two first pitches looked offline, which is uncharacteristic for Johnson, who leans on his breaking balls and uses them early in counts. Normally surprises hitters and gets out to leads, but he trails against Wilkinson. Here's his third pitch of the day and his first strike of the day.
Well, the lights have really taken effect here with dusk to our left. And boy, it is this, looking on the YouTube channel, man, it's a beautiful ballpark.
Sure is. This 2-1 is floated. A breaking ball drops on the line drive single for Wilkinson.
Yeah, that was a floater all right. That breaking ball just stayed up. And Wilkinson just ate it up. Now he's on base for the second time. Remember, he stole a base last time.
Here's John Allen up for his second opportunity. He flew out to right field. That one was looking like it could have been a homer before Ethan Kearney caught it at the track.
He made a great one-handed grab going away.
That one hit high, going foul. But looks to go opposite again. That one over Ventura County's dugout on the first base side. Johnson glances over at first and deals 0-1, low and away. And for Johnson, this road trip not really to foreign lands from Coto de Caza and nearby here in Orange County. Or at least relatively speaking. I don't know how close we are.
About 10, 15 miles to the south of us. To the southeast of us, I should say.
OC native gets a swinging strike from Allen. Now leads 1-2. Wilkinson just a few feet off first as 1-2 is swung on and missed. There's out number 1 in the fourth for Ventura County. Allen 0 for 2 despite almost clearing the wall back in the second inning. Now Camden Bates up to bat, who popped out in the second inning to end it for OC. Johnson to Bates in there for strike 1. Johnson still paying some mind to Wilkinson, who already has a steal. 0-1 pitch is fouled. Bates just got a little bit of that breaking ball. Bates has the lone error of the day for either team, trying to pick up a ground ball from Ryder Gordon. Now gets 0-2, and he just fouled that. Bates still alive by the skin of his teeth.
And almost caught by Madrid Murray. While we got a second, Alex, want to congratulate Robbie Treto. He's on the move. From
Really?
Cal State's Monterey Bay, down right up the 57 to Cal Poly Pomona.
Look at that.
So he's going to be a Bronco next fall. Congratulations,
Congrats,
Robbie.
Another 0-2 pitch is lined, going foul over the wall towards right field. It's been great to see all the Pirates in the portal find their new homes. Of course, Akiyama, Jabara, and Juarez of recent times comes to mind, plus Robert Pitts. And that's really the goal out here in summer ball. Get noticed and make that move. Another 0-2 pitch is way high. One, two now the lead for Johnson with a runner on first in the bottom of the fourth. Johnson deals as the runner goes, swung on and missed, throw to second is not in time. Just a bit off there on the throw by Madrid Murray, but a strikeout picked up for Spencer Johnson, his second of the inning.
Real close to that strike him out, throw him out double play. Just sliding in under the tag was Brendan Wilkinson, who has himself another stolen base. So even though he got that fastball up around the clavicle or the underneath the chin, didn't stop him.
Doesn't seem to bother Wilkinson much. 2 steals on the day for the catcher. Don't see that every day. Now Michael Diaz up for the third time. First pitch to him is hit hard, going foul. Looked like a foul homer that Diaz just jumped right on.
We got some cowboy boots that sound like railroad tracks.
Yeah, there's a stampede over here in the patio at Great Park. Throw back to second to get Wilkinson. It goes into center. Nobody's really covered it. Akiyama goes back, and there it is. A error there to advance to third.
That would be an error on Johnson, on the pitcher.
And I've said it all summer. There's almost no reason to throw at the guy behind you. I've never seen it work. Only at the major league level.
Well, you still got to work on it, and if you're going to do it, might as well do it here.
A one-pitch curveball, just a bit low from Johnson to even the count.
And hopefully it doesn't hurt.
That, above all else, is important.
Happy birthday, Lou. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wilkinson cheating on third. Here's the pitch. Bounced. Gets away from Madrid Murray, but not too far away, as Wilkinson's kept in check. And man, everybody loves Lou Stowers.
Aw. Maybe I owe him money. Do I owe them money too?
Maybe so. You have any unpaid Riptide tickets?
Nope.
Could sneak it in the games for free. I know they're close to you. 2-1 from Johnson is outside.
Well, they all wanted to know about you. I told them you're geographically undesirable, though.
Me? I'm not undesirable in any way.
Geographically.
I like Ventura County. It's just a tough drive to the OC.
Aren't you going back to New York, upstate New York soon?
Oh, that's very geographically desirable. As 3-1 comes in, it's hit high into right center field. Pitt's going back for it. He's got it.
Wow.
For out number 3. Hard hit ball, but nothing doing for the Riptide. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on for Orange County as we end the 4th inning. Score still even at 1 here at Great Park. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a second. Back to it in Irvine with the Pirates and the Riptide. Score all square at 1 with Ethan Kearney, the leadoff man, leading things off for the Pirates. Still up against the big Chris Canada, who was a bit shaky in his first inning of work gave up a big double, had a wild pitch, and Gordon had that sac fly. First pitch of this inning is a strike.
So Luis Becerra went 3 innings, didn't give up any runs, but did give up 4 hits to the Pirates, struck out 2, walked 1, and 44 pitches.
And I think we've seen this before. The Pirates keeping it competitive in the hit column, even leading teams, but still failing to win because of issues hitting with runners in scoring position. Finally got over them in the 4th, but 3 straight innings early on, they did not convert. 1-1 pitch is in there.
Now the Pirates have left 5 runners on in the 4 innings previous, and 3 of those in scoring position.
Here comes Canada to Kearney. That one lined up the middle and caught in the air at second.
If it had a little more juice to get over Hackworth's head, but just didn't have enough juice.
We mentioned it before. Hackworth, the only guy seems like on the Riptide who's not 6.5 feet tall. But even
their coach, Cooper Spencer, is a giant.
that brings up Akiyama. That one hit high, going foul. Could be playable, but it escapes.
Almost to where our broadcast position was last year.
I'd say this is a better spot.
Yeah. I
As
think
they
I'd rather
say
do
in-
it from my car.
As they say in Orange County or Southern California, duh. 0-1 pitch. Up the middle for strike 2.
Yeah, we'll take claim to that.
I think this region can be responsible for about half the things that we say across the country. Another pitch from Canada is swung on and missed. DJ Akiyama goes down on the other side of the plate.
Well, for a guy that's not pitching up to his capability, he's got 3 strikeouts in 5 batters.
That's how a lot of these tall lefties get their outs.
Or 6 batters, excuse me.
He's an overpowering pitcher. Sometimes lacks some control. Here's Gabe Juarez. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. Yeah, there's that whiffable stuff.
And it just keeps you off balance when you're at the plate. You don't know what he's going to throw or where he's going to throw it. That's the whole thing, is where is he going to throw it?
Here's 0-1 from Canada. That one low and away. Space in the middle for Juarez here with 2 outs, none on. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, maybe a little piece of it. Still a strike for number 33.
And that was a pitch, I don't know where that came from. That had a lot of movement on it. So now I'm seeing why this kid throws down at San Diego State.
Here's another from the Aztec. That one swung on and missed off the ground, but it gets behind. Wilkinson doesn't throw. Gabe Juarez reaches on the drop, 3rd strike. Good hustle.
So the Pirates will take it. But yeah, Gabe Juarez showing that speed, getting down there and talking about maybe a foot race with Dylan Cook. He's got a stolen base too.
Yeah. A lot of power over there at first base, both coaching and playing, as we've got a mound visit here. Looks like Canada is done for. Yep, stepping off the mound.
One big guy for another. That'll be number
Almost 2 innings recorded by Chris Canada. And while we got this pitching change going, I'd like to remind you that if you want to become a Ventura County Pirate or Bucks host family for this home stretch of the season, call GM George Renault at 805-501-0470 for details. That's 805-501-0470.
Riley Kelly.
So Riley Kelly is
another
coming
big
on,
one.
and he's an anteater from UC Irvine, local guy too from Santa Ana. See what he's got going on the season. He's a junior, standing 6'5", 230, so a little more thickness to him than Canada, but 2 inches shorter. This season, it has not been all Orange County sunshine for Riley Kelly. In 5 2/3 innings this season, he has an 11.11 earned run average, but has 12 strikeouts. So another guy that if he's going to get you, it's going to be on strikes.
So he's a fastball thrower, probably.
Of course, ERA a bit
Yep.
wonky. Yeah, he's already letting it fly.
My goodness. A 90-mile-an-hour first warm-up pitch, or 93.
And of course, ERA not the best thing to judge a relief pitcher by, but we can see what he's done recently against the Barons on the 10th. He got 5 outs, gave up an earned run, 2 hits got across, and a walk, but he struck out 4. Then before that, on the 6th and June 30th and June 25th, he had 3 straight outings where he pitched 1 inning and did not allow an earned run. So really that big ERA coming from his first 2 appearances in the season against the Barons and Sunrays, where he gave up a total of 6 runs in 1 inning pitched.
Okay, I've seen a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup.
Honestly, if you throw a fastball like him, you might just need like fastball changeup, just mess with speed and that's it.
Well, that's kind of like the frustration pitch, the curveball. That's when you shake your head. It's like, really? You had to do that?
Yep. So now after that entertaining warm-up from Kelly, Brandon Wynn steps up. First pitch to Wynn is hit the other way, foul, going near the netting in the Riptide bullpen.
And I really like this matchup, Alex, because Wynn can go the other way and has strong hands. And that's exactly what you need against a guy like this out on the mound.
Wynn has a runner on with 2 outs. Now gets 0-1 up the middle.
Yeah, that sounded like a strike.
Yeah, even from way up here.
But Spencer, or Riley Kelly, I should say, wearing number 13. So that's got to tell you something, too, about a pitcher.
Laughs in the face of superstition. Third pitch from number 13 is swung on and missed.
Nasty curveball.
No mistake there. Juarez got on with his strikeout, but Brandon Wynn goes down and ends the inning. Still 1-1 here at Great Park. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on for the Pirates as we approach the middle of the 5th. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back to the CCL matchup between your Pirates and the Riptide. 1-1 down in Orange County. Spencer Johnson, the local, on the hill still for VC. First up is Patrick Hackworth. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Johnson to Hackworth, breaking ball just low for ball 1.
I'm trying to remember if I asked Spencer Johnson, the right-hander on the mound for the Pirates, where he went to high school. Because there are 3 excellent schools there.
I actually have that down, as that one is lined into shallow left and drops for a single.
Let me see if I can guess. That was a nice piece of hitting by Paxton. Jay Sarah.
Let me see.
Rancho Santa Margarita.
Correct. It's Santa Margarita Catholic in Rancho.
So that's Rancho Santa Margarita,
Yep.
which is right across the street from the gated community where the Orange County housewives of Orange County.
The real Housewives. They're for real. First pitch, breaking ball bounces. Madrid Murray recovers it. That's to Jake Brown. Brown 0 for 1 with a walk in the first inning and a strikeout in the third. Of course, both of those times he was facing Logan Reitmeyer. One 0 is curved in to even the count.
At Rancho Santa Margarita, Alex, you thought that Cal Lou had some nice facilities? You thought that Cal Lou had some nice facilities? Rancho Santa Margarita would make Sparky Anderson turn green.
I would expect nothing less from Orange County.
As a matter of fact, down the hill at J. Sarah High School, they host a college preseason tournament there. That's how nice that facility. And it's not even as nice as Rancho Santa Margarita.
Wow. What's the J stand for?
Junipero.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Can you say that?
Junipero Serra.
Not Junipero.
Spanish for good baseball.
Who was Junipero Serra?
No say.
There's Taylor and Leilani.
That pitch swung on and missed. To even the count yet again for Brown.
Father Junipero Serra was the father who founded the missions in California.
Oh, that's where I know it from. 2-2 pitch is bounced way at the backstop, and Hackworth moves to second easily.
And that's an easy wild pitch to call. Spencer Johnson just looks up to the sky and said, "What the heck was that?"
So now full count with none out. Runner in scoring position in the bottom of the fifth. Rancho Santa Margarita on the mound. Rancho Cucamonga in the box. Johnson looks back. Payoff pitch is hit high into left field. Wynn going after it. He's got it on the run. Throws back to second.
Ooh, that was close.
And Hackworth is safe. That was close.
Now batting
But it's just one gone for the Pirates.
So Wynn showing off his wheels as that one was very shallow left field, and Wynn plays pretty much in left center field, leaves a lot of acreage between himself and the left field line, but threw a strike and darn near doubled off Hacksworth at second base.
Yeah, Hacksworth kind of meandered back to second, but was almost out. First pitch now is low to Hammond. Jack Hammond is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. One of 3 by Logan Reitmeyer. Here's 1-0. That's a lined foul.
Johnson really taking his time out there this inning for the Pirates. Just trying to find his zone again.
Here's an attempt from him. That one is hit over the third and stays fair. Off Jaquez. But Hackworth is kept in. Good recovery by Evan Jaquez on the hot hit to the hot corner.
And they're going to call that a hit. The second hit of the inning.
That one was just fair. Hit off Jaquez. He knew he had to make an attempt on it because it was going to stay in. Now Rocco Gump comes up with 2 on and 1 out.
Well, the silver lining to that play, even though there's a runner at third base in Hackworth, is that Hammond stayed at first.
Yeah. First pitch to Gump is high.
But that's no guarantee that Hammond's going to stay there.
Yeah, it's going to be really easy for him to take second if he'd like to with the runner on third.
Hammond with 3 stolen bases this season.
1-0 pitch is curved and hit over foul towards Scott Murray in the Pirates dugout.
So that time, Hammond did dance out to a big lead, but you've got the runner over at third base too. So that's the guy, the go-ahead run that you really want to concentrate on.
See how the Pirates handle it. 1-1 from Johnson is hit over into shallow left, throw to second, throw to first is not in time. So the out got there at second base, but the Riptide go up 2-1 because the double play was not completed.
Now batting number 18, Lou.
RBI fielder's choice for Rocco Gump.
And Gump with a really good piece of hitting. Almost got it through into left field, but DJ Akiyama's speed as he was pinching towards second base for the double play. DJ Akiyama's speed just about turned that double play.
Close but no cigar as Luke Johnson steps up and gets ball 1 from Spencer Johnson.
And because of DJ's speed, they got the force out at second.
Still a manageable spot for number 20 and his Pirates. 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Gump out there on first. He's ready to go, but not too far off the bag. 1-1 is hit high into center field. Pitts and Wynn both looking at it. Wynn calls for it, but Pitts is the one who makes the catch in center field. So the Riptide tack one on to regain the lead here at Great Park. 1 hit, 1 run, no errors, and 1 left stranded for Orange County here at the end of the 5th. It's 2-1 Orange County over Ventura County. You're watching the VC Pirates on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a minute with the 6th inning.
Hey, Riptide fans, it's time for
Pirates back up to bat here in Irvine against the imposing Riley Kelly. But it starts with a guy who should be feared on the base paths, Robert Pitts, number 5 for Ventura County. He's 0 for 2 today with a pair of groundouts, but looks to turn it around with a 1-run deficit. Before we get started, there's a ball that was left out. Jose Mariano goes over to grab it. Now Pitts can step in, given the green light by home plate umpire Dewey Bratcher. Here's Kelly to Pitts for the first time. That one hit way high, but way foul. And Pitts really the ideal guy to have up in this situation. 0-1 is inside, because Pitts does not need much to score once he gets on. He's been a bit cold with the bat recently. See if he can turn it around. Here's the pitch. That one fouled backwards. Pitts has been at home in the 5 spot since the Alaska trip, which he did not attend. Now gets 1-2 up high. Gives the Pirates a sort of restart in their order, because Kearney's been leading off well, and Pitts is just in there to muck things up. As another one comes to him, bounced off the dirt by Kelly. Payoff to Pitts is lined up the middle and caught on the fly for out number 1. What a snag by Hackworth in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a robbery there by Patrick Hackworth, who's really made himself known today on both sides of the plate.
Here's Jose Mariano, who really should have the electric Robert Pitts on in front of him, but doesn't see any teammates in his view. Kelly to Mariano for strike 1.
Now the sun goes down here and the air gets thicker as the marine layer comes in, and it's a little bit harder to hit it out.
0-1 pitch, a fastball hit backwards. So Kelly out to a big lead here.
And warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates is Braden Lowe, the submarine side armor.
Even against the talented hitters of the Riptide, can be tough to figure him out. That one up high causes Mariano to duck.
Well, coming out of the arm of Riley Kelly, that'll make your life flash in front of you.
1-2 pitch. Just misses on the breaking ball.
So that tells me that was a setup pitch.
Makes sense now. Count even for Mariano. Here's the 2-2 from Kelly. Strike 3 swinging.
Total setup.
And I just watched the movie The Benchwarmers today. Don't know why. I had some time before I came over here. And you'll notice that if you've seen the movie that David Spade and John Heater's characters are both basically terrified of baseballs when they go up to bat, and that's how I would be if I faced Riley Kelly.
It needs to be shaken, that's for sure.
Now Ryder Gordon up to bat against the 6'5 reliever. Pitch 1 is hit backwards, foul. And some of these pitches from Kelly have just been kind of topped off by these Pirates hitters. Could be line drives like the one Pitts had, and that one didn't even end up a hit based on some bad luck. 0-1 is hit over to third, and it gets through. Just stays fair. Gordon rounding first as it's in the corner, gets into second easily. So there it is. Somebody finally barrels up Kelly and gets rewarded for it.
And that was on a curveball, a slow curveball that stayed up a little bit, and Ryder just ate that one up.
Knowing these power pitchers, I'd say that Kelly has the urge at least now to throw a million fastballs in a row, but I'm sure he's smarter than that.
Okay, what do you bet that this one's going to be a fastball?
I wouldn't. First pitch to Jaquez is, and it's swung on and missed. Little foul tip there, actually, from number 25, who's 0 for 2 on the interference call and a strikeout swinging. That was against Chris Canada. 0-1. Another fastball up the middle. That time looked at.
Or at least he heard it.
They probably heard it in Santa Ana.
Wow, this guy's got some heat.
Kelly, for a third time, gets the strikeout called.
Wow.
3 straight fastballs. What'd I say? He doesn't want to go breaking ball after it got hit. And now that'll do it for the Pirates in the top of the 6th. Nobody scores. Still 2-1 the score. 1 hit, 1 run, no runs, no errors, 1 Pirate stranded on base. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a minute with the bottom of the 6th. We're back here at Great Park in Irvine, California. Your Pirates trail the Riptide 2-1 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. New pitcher on for VC. It's Braden Lowe, the submarine throw-in pitcher. First up for the home team, it's Brendan Wilkinson. He's already featured heavily in this game. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Played some good defense at the catcher spot. First pitch to him is outside.
So Spencer Johnson goes 2 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 36 pitches. Not a bad outing.
Not a bad outing for the Orange County kid. 1-0 is hit up the middle and caught by DJ Akiyama. Been a couple bad lineouts for the Pirates, but now the Riptide get a taste of that for the first out.
It's right at him. DJ really didn't have to move, but he did just a little to his left.
Well hit, but that doesn't count for everything. Here's John J.C. Allen.
More importantly, Wilkinson is not on the base paths.
Yeah, after 2 straight times he's stolen a base, not a worry for Braden Lowe. First pitch to Allen is outside, and especially against Lowe, whose windup is a bit on the leisurely side, pace-wise. It's always good to have him getting things done early, because once base runners get on, they can get in the scoring position easily. 1-0 is fouled, back by Allen. Lowe was not on the roster way back in mid-June when the Pirates last came here. Now deals 1-1. It's hit hard over to first, blocked by Mariano. Gordon throws to first, and he got him.
Play.
What a recovery by the Pirates. The block for Mariano. Gordon picks it up, and Lowe right there to cover first with his glove.
That's the old 3-4-1.
Yeah, the one they teach you all about when you're just learning baseball for the first time.
I'm sure if you talk to Jose Mariano, he said, yeah, I deflected it right to Ryder.
Kick saving a beauty. You got to be like a hockey goalie out there sometimes in the corner infield. So here's Camden Bates at the bottom of the order, but there will be a little powwow on the mound between Lowe and Madrid Murray.
But a great job. Probably the star of that play was, they were all stars there, but Braden Lowe running over to cover the bag.
Yeah, you gotta. Great play by Lowe. He's had a couple slick infield plays, as that one is waved at by Bates. And I think as a pitcher who throws in an unorthodox manner, you really got to be ready for anything. Those weird dribbling balls that are barely hit by guys who don't quite know what to expect from you. Now 0-1 served up high to even the count. So Lowe knows how to manage base runners and knows how to field well. 1-1 is outside. It's not your average pitcher, but it requires you to build up some certain things in your skill set that might go by the wayside for a more typical tosser of the baseball. Here's Lowe's fourth of this at-bat up high. Nobody on, 2 out in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 deficit for the Pirates. 3-1 is swung on and missed.
Jacob Russell warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates.
Payoff pitch is up high. So a little drama here for Braden Lowe, but he knows he has the lefty Russell behind him in the pen. Top of the order now for the home team, Michael Diaz, up for the 4th time tonight. Diaz last time up flew out to center. Was against Spencer Johnson. That one hit high. Akiyama has claim to it and reels it in for out number 3. A clean inning for Braden Lowe. Where have I seen that before? Hint, it's pretty much every time he pitches. Scores still 2-1 after 6 here in Orange County. No hits, no runs, no errors, 1 left on for the Riptide after 6. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in a minute with the 7th. Here we go, the 7th inning between your Pirates and the Riptide. Grant Madrid Murray up first against a new pitcher for Orange County, Matthew Scavone. The 4th up to pitch for OC. Number 49 has a 2.57 ERA and 7 innings pitched this season. Now his first pitch is just a bit high for ball 1. Last time out for the Riptide reliever was on the 12th against the Barons. Pitched a clean inning with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. 1-0 is just outside to double Madrid Murray's lead. Grant is 1 for 2. Struck out last time up, but had that single in the second. .20 pitch is outside. Fastball took some straining, you could tell. A bit herky-jerky there as the Pirates catcher is way out in front.
Now this guy, he's only barely 6 foot.
A runt by Orange County Riptide standards. 3-0 pitch is outside. And Madrid Murray reaches for the second time tonight.
And another leadoff guy on.
Now batting number 21, Ethan Kearney.
Riley Kelly, 1 1/3 innings pitched, no runs, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and 19 pitches.
Now here's Ethan Kearney up. He's 1 for 3 with a single way back in the first, but lined out last time to the second baseman, Hacksworth. That one bunted low. It stays fair. Throw to first is not in time. A textbook bunt by Ethan Kearney to get the single.
That was a beauty. That one died in the grass, stayed right where it was supposed to be, and Ethan Kearney's speed
So
beat the throw.
Now some early trouble for Matthew Scavone against DJ Akiyama now with 2 on and none out. Akiyama last time struck out, but that was hitting as a righty, the switch hitter back to the lefty side. Scavone to Akiyama, that one low.
Looked like a breaking ball there.
And both runners cheating a little bit off that. Madrid Murray on second, nobody covering.
Huge hole on the left side of the infield.
1-0 pitch is in there. Yeah, if Akiyama could just poke one the other way, it could be real easy to get on. 1-1 pitch is low.
Yeah, during that bunt, Alex, I saw a barn owl fly right over home plate. I wonder if that's good luck.
Maybe so. But for who? We will find out. Another one from Scavone is hit up the middle. Flip to second. The throw to first is offline. Now Madrid Murray's going to sneak in. No throw. He's sliding in there. 2-2 here in the top of the 7th with 1 out.
So that's got to be a throwing error on the second baseman, Hackworth, to allow the run to score.
A horrendous throw there to even things up. A big break for Ventura County.
Now, Ethan Kearney, got to give him a little credit for the hard slide.
Now they're going to check on Scavone. Has not been
Really
all that put together so far.
They got another big plowboy out there in the Riptide bullpen, or I should say a pier piling. Warming up in a hurry. Right-hander really can't see his number. Now let's take it. Could be Tommy McGuire, number 36, who is 6'5", and whoever's out there is every bit 6'5".
Sounds like a good guess. Tough to see from all the way up here, looking across the field, off your camera, off the screen that you can see, just out of view on the left. Gabe Juarez up now, takes ball 1. Big spot for Juarez. Used to doing damage when it matters. Scavone checks back on first. Akiyama is safe.
DJ can get you stolen base, but tied 2-2 late in the game. Don't know if he'll have the green light from Scott Murray. Let's check his lead.
With a tough Orange County bullpen, could be looking for runs when you can get him against a vulnerable Scavone who throws back to first to no avail.
Big Gabe has a nice gap there between short and third, with Bates pinching at shortstop towards second base.
1-0 to Juarez is inside.
Plus, in Gabe Juarez, you have one of the top 3 best eyes on the team.
Yeah. Very disciplined hitter who knows what he wants. 2-0 pitch is just a bit low. Another great take by Gabe Juarez. That one, to me, might just be the vantage point. Looked like a bit of a strike.
Calling it 3-0? Okay.
Yo, you thought that was a strike as well. Could be an umpire. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike on the inside corner.
Juarez taking all the way on that one.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be rewarded for looking at a very borderline pitch. Scavone to Juarez way up high. And there's a walk. 2 on with 1 out in the top of the 7th. 2-2 ball game here at Great Park.
So 2 walks in the inning. 1 has already come in to score, and that's going to do it for Scavone.
Yeah, you had to think there that the leash would be short for number 49. Though the Riptide, of course, have a bevy of arms to choose from. And another man of mass coming out for the home team.
Yeah, this one looks like an offensive guard. Actually, a left tackle.
This call to bullpen is brought to you by TicketSmarter. Now pitching for the Riptide, number 36, Tommy McGuire.
That's Tommy McGuire. You were right about that. From Cypress College, home of Mason Miles of the Pirates. And McGuire listed 6'5", 235, as you said earlier when we were still speculating his identity. And we'll see how he throws in this warm-up. I think we're going to be entertained similar to when Kelly was getting his pitches in.
Yeah, we'll take a peek here. That's a fastball with some movement on it.
As we watch, remember that the answer is yes. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you are entitled to file a claim for a refund for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumstein at 760-685-5813 for more details. The answer is yes.
So McGuire comes on, did not get a hit or out. Walk 2. And DJ Akiyama and Gabe Juarez are his responsibility. And Tommy McGuire trying to keep the lid on the Pirates' rally. But you have one of the fastest guys out at second base on the team in DJ Akiyama.
Look at the season stats for Tommy McGuire of Cypress, hometown Orange, California. Not the first time we've seen that. In 18 1/3 innings for the Riptide this season, has a 1.47 ERA. This is the guy who gets things done in big spots for the Riptide. 9 appearances, no starts. Has just 1 save, but has been excellent in relief for the Riptide. Has not given up a run since June 14th, the day after the Pirates faced the Riptide.
Well, that's saying something, especially in the CCL South.
He's had clean innings against the Foresters, Barons, Blues of the North, Saints, Foresters again, and Sunrays since that last run conceded against Arroyo Seco. Here's Brandon Wynn, 2 on and 1 out. First pitch is a ball from the hulking McGuire. Gets ready, looks behind him, deals 1-0, swung on and missed. Heat from the big man. Third pitch from McGuire is inside, ball 2.
Just looking at McGuire's delivery, with those long legs, his leg kick is very, very short. Just lifts up that left foot and drives down towards home plate.
Now he deals 2-1. That's hit high into left field, sending Hammond back. It's caught on the fly for out number 2.
That one stayed up for Brandon. And Hammond had to backhand that one going back a ways.
Now batting for the Riptide, Robert Pitts.
Here's Robert Pitts Jr. 0 for 3 on the day, but in his last appearance in the 6th inning was utterly robbed on a hot shot to second base. Hacksworth caught that thing out of the air. Now with 2 on and 2 out in the top 7th, gets strike 1.
Akiyama was just about halfway down to third base on that one.
Akiyama going to be aggressive as the go-ahead run. 0-1 to Pitts, and he didn't go. That one on the borderline. Great take by Robert Pitts holding up. McGuire looks behind him and deals one. Breaking ball going inside for ball 2. So he's got the heat. He's also got the break. Now goes 2-1. Just in there, outside corner fastball to even up the count at 2 apiece.
If Pitts can pull the ball down the left field line, Jack Hammond in left field for the Riptide playing way off the line.
McGuire to Pitts. That one's hit up the third base line, but stopped. The bag is tagged for out number 3. So the Pirates even the score at 2. Could have gotten a little more, but not quite. That one just in range of Gump at third. That's 1 hit, 1 run, no errors. Actually, 1 error and 2 left aboard for the Pirates as we enter the 7th inning stretch. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th after Take Me Out to the ball game. We've been taken out to the ball game. Now we're back to Ventura County Pirates baseball. 2-2 game here between your Pirates and the Riptide in Orange County. Here's Patrick Hackworth first up against the new pitcher for VC, Jacob Russell, the lefty from the University of Redlands. Last time, finished the game for the Pirates, got the save against the San Luis Obispo Blues. Now his first pitch is a strike. And against the Blues, he conceded 3 runs, none of them earned on 4 hits. Some bad fielding up in the Central Coast for the Pirates, but he held on as that breaking ball is in for strike 2.
Well, I guess the guys wanted to make it exciting, an exciting finish up there.
Yep, went from 8-3 to 8-6 and really looked like with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, the Blues could get 5 runs, though they did not. Now that's a strike 3 called on Hackworth for the first out.
Now batting number 28.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Braden Lowe in 1 inning, no runs, no hits, no strikeouts, a walk, and 11 pitches.
That's classic Braden Lowe right there. It's tough to catch. Now here's Jake Brown. Strike 1 swinging.
That's a heck of a breaking ball.
Seen it all season from Jacob Russell. Has been the longest consistent member of this bullpen. Another swinging strike. He was the guy from the jump. Now leads here against Brown. 0-2 is hit high and foul. I'll admit, Russell had me thinking immaculate inning. He was 5/9 of the way there. But it's 0-2 again. That one is hit barely but foul, bouncing off the dirt in front of home plate.
Yeah, just checking to see if it went off of a toe of Jake Brown, but nope.
Still a commanding lead for number 17 on the mound. Third 0-2 pitch. In there, strike 3.
Snuck that fastball in there.
2 backwards Ks for Jacob Russell to start the 7th.
Now batting number 38, Jack Hammond.
Now Jack Hammond coming up to the plate. Eight pitches for Russell, all strikes or fouls. Now his first to Hammond is a ball, as I say that, which is, of course, how it works. Russell's 1-0, breaking ball just misses a bit high. Now a third pitch to Hammond is grounded up towards second. Gordon giving chase. Short throw misses off the glove of Mariano. And the Riptides stay alive against Russell.
Yeah, that's what you call a $1 million play and a 10-cent throw. As Gordon made a terrific play to catch that clunker coming up the grass, but the throw was down the line at first base, where Mariano couldn't get it, so it's an E4.
Yeah, rare mistake out there by Ryder Gordon. Normally one of the more dependable fielders for Ventura County. First pitch ball coming.
He's comfortable playing at third or second base.
Now it's Rocco Gump with a 1-0 lead. Here comes Russell. That one's hit over to short. Akiyama handles. Big throw. That one makes it to Mariano for out number 3. So, first inning for Jacob Russell looks pretty great. It was a bit prolonged by some poor fielding, though. No hits, no runs, no errors. 1 left on for Orange County as we end the 7th, still even at 2 runs here in Orange County. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back with inning number 8.
Top of the 8th inning, it's all tied up at 2 between the Orange County Riptide, who are in 3rd place in the CCL South, 16-11, and 3 games in back of the leaders, the Santa Barbara Foresters and the Conejo Oaks, and they've won 1 in a row. Meanwhile, the Pirates are trying to ruin their party. But before Jose Mariano steps in, want to say special thanks to New Century Volkswagen in Glendale and the Brand Boulevard of Cars. Call 818-522-6263. Jose Mariano coming up against Big Tommy McGuire. And then this one's tapped off of Mariano's foot and foul, and it's 0-1.
And Mariano 1 for 3, but it's a big 1. He hit that double and eventually scored back in the 4th inning. Obviously huge in the context of a low-scoring game. And he's been close on some of these counts where he's gotten strikeouts.
And that double was a leadoff double. And this one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. So he led off with a double and was wild pitched to third by Chris Canada, the left-hander, and then was hit home on the sacrifice fly by Ryder Gordon, who's on deck. Nothing but gas and swing and a miss, and down goes Mariano.
And it makes sense because I think Tommy McGuire is just a right-handed version throwing a Chris Canada who's got it a little more together. So as long as leap as that is, it results in a pretty darn good pitcher that's tough for Mariano to face.
Well, with Chris Canada, you had the pitches going all over the place. You didn't know where it was going to go. With Tommy McGuire, he's just meat and potatoes. You know where it's going to go. It's like, here it is, try to hit it. That one's low and away to Ryder Gordon.
Ryder with another big extra base hit on the day back in the 6th, but he was stranded.
Is 1 for 1 with the sacrifice fly and that 2-out double back in the 6th. Was also on an error by the shortstop and a big swing and a miss on that fastball, 1-1, and was stranded at third in the 2nd inning. Evan Hawkes is on deck with Grant Madrid Murray in the hole. Nobody throwing in either bullpen. This one's fouled back. 1-2 now to Madrid Murray, but there is another big one stretching out in the bullpen for the Riptide. And another guy's two guys stretching down there.
It's just how it works. down here in Irvine.
They start them out young here, and then they grow them big. Fastball actually took something off, and that was just off the plate. 2-2 now to Ryder Gordon. 2-2. First run came in on that sacrifice fly by Ryder Gordon we were talking about. The second run was just last inning, when Grant Madrid Murray walked and came around to score on the error. This one's chopped foul, and it remains 2-2, and Gordon is proving to be gristly at the plate.
And I had to look it up because I wasn't sure that McGuire really fit the typical Cypress College player archetype. He's coming over from Cal State Fullerton, so has some pedigree there with the Titans.
And familiar, wearing the blue, although Cal State Fullerton Titan blue is more of a navy with the orange and white trim. And now Brendan Wilkerson going out to talk to his big righty.
Can't go wrong with a school that wears blue and orange.
And Wilkerson is a fellow big Westian from Cal State Northridge, wearing his Matador red gear. Fastball, and that's grounded over the mound. Picked up by Hackworth, who sidearms a throw across to Allen. 4-3 on the putout. And another dandy play by Patrick Hackworth.
Yeah, you can see why he was a CCL showcase selection, not only because of his gaudy hitting stats, but because he just seems to know where to be all the time in the field.
Yep. Keep an eye on that name. Evan Jaquez, who is 0 for 3. Fastball swung on and missed. Tried to catch up with that fastball. Had to be in at least the low 90s.
Yeah, and he's been out on interference and then 2 strikeouts. McGuire going to be looking to make it 3.
This one's fouled back. Jaquez hanging tough. Again with McGuire, there's no guessing. You know what you're going to get.
Just try and stop it.
And with McGuire being out at Cal State Fullerton, just one of those big hosses that comes in and eats up an inning for you. Maybe even grab a save. Fastball, and that was low. Swung on a miss and dropped by Wilkinson. And it's a strikeout, 2-3. And that's exactly what the Pirates got. Nothing, that's for sure. 1-2-3 goes Ventura County. 2 strikeouts for Tommy McGuire, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Pirates and Riptide all knotted up at 2. The answer is yes. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you are entitled to file a claim for a refund for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sunstein at 760-685-5813. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the 8th, and Jacob Russell coming out for his second inning of work. And he'll face Luke Johnson, Brendan Wilkinson, and J.C. Allen of the Orange County Riptide. The bottom quarter of the order. Actually saw Sean Mann doing some stretching, maybe some exercises out in the Pirate bullpen. Don't know if he's going to come and pitch the 9th. He pitched yesterday in yesterday's Bucks game just to get some work. First pitch from Russell to Johnson is fouled out of play over the first base dugout where the Pirates are housed. Johnson is 0 for 3. Struck out, popped out to third base, and then flew out to center field. Looks at a fastball, and that's on the inside corner for strike 2, 0-2.
That's what Russell's got to keep doing, is just getting out in front of these Riptide hitters. They won't be able to figure him out if they don't see him for long enough.
Hides that ball, and a swing and a miss on a fastball low and away. And Madrid Murray had to tag him after the ball was just dropped a bit. So strikeout for Russell. That's his third strikeout of the evening. And except for the error by Ryder Gordon to Jack Hammond, he would have been perfect through an inning and a third. And that'll bring up Brendan Wilkinson, who is 1 for 2 with a walk, trying to bunt his way on. And Dewey Bracker said, "You didn't pull it back, you went for it."
And the Riptide dugout hated that.
That was a good call.
I thought so too.
But they're not looking at the same vantage point. And they're wearing blue.
Yes.
Foul back, and Russell's quickly ahead 0-2 again.
I mean, that's not like a check swing call where you could say there's a little bit more room. He was fully going for that bunt.
He was pretty much out of the batter's box,
Yeah.
too. So Wilkinson also with 2 stolen bases after his walk and his base hit to left field. Good block by Madrid Murray, even though no one's on base. Kept it in front of him.
Gotta
And it's
act
1
like
and 2.
there is. Gotta act like there's people on, because catchers can never turn it off.
No. Wilkinson also lined out to Akiyama. Breaking ball, then ended up in the dirt low and outside, 2-2.
Riptide teammates cheering on Wilkinson for taking that pitch because it was deceptive, and they know that.
Fastball down the middle, strike 3 called. Right down Sand Canyon Boulevard. And you could hear Jacob Russell grunt on that one. 2 strikeouts in a row. That's number 4 for Big Jake. And that brings up J.C. Allen.
Always great when you hear a pitcher put his all into one pitch and get the result that he wants. Jacob Russell earned that 4th strikeout.
This one's a breaking ball that's sent out into short left field, right center field, and Nguyen can't come up with it. So that one just dropped in front of Brandon Nguyen.
Yeah, and Wynn knew he had Robert Pitts right behind him so he could sell out for that play. Just couldn't quite get to it. But a great effort, as always, in left by Brandon Wynn.
And kept the ball in front of him, so Allen couldn't advance. So that's his first hit. Was 0 for 3 up to that point. So it's a little bit of payback after that 3-4-1 play when he was up in the 6th inning, and that brings up Camden Bates with 2 down. So the ball wasn't hit hard, so can't really call it a cheap hit either. This one's in for a strike. That was just blooped into no man's land. And Russell again ahead.
That's what you got to do. Feel like maybe you should have gotten that out. Just try and get another one. Only 1 pitch at least on the single.
That's a strike. 0-2. So Russell just taking matters into his own hands. Jacob Russell looking down at Grant Madrid Murray with an 0-2 count on Camden Bates and a runner at first, and the pickoff throw to Mariano. Back in plenty of time is Allen. So we'll reset and do it again. Score is 2-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jacob Russell trying to hold the score at that. Here it comes on the 0-2 curveball. Good night now. 3 strikeouts for Jacob Russell. And that one was a nasty breaking ball. And down go the Riptide. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. All tied up at 2, Pirates and the Riptide. Hungry? Visit with the Pirates and Bucksy. Subway sandwiches, 20929 Ventura Boulevard, west of DeSoto in Woodland Hills. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Top of the 9th inning we go, and a new pitcher for the Riptide, Sam Hasegawa, to face Grant Madrid Murray, Ethan Kearney, and DJ Akayama in that order. All tied up at 2 in the top of the 9th inning. And Hasegawa, 6-foot, 200-pounder from the University of San Diego, another Torero. And a pitch swung on and missed by Grant Madrid Murray. And Hasegawa is from down the freeway in Carlsbad. Lined up the middle on a ground, and a leadoff base hit for Madrid Murray and the Pirates. So that one was hit right on the screws, and another hit up the middle for Madrid Murray, who is 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored.
Yeah, what a day for Grant Madrid Murray on offense. He's always dependable behind the plate, good on defense, but now having a great day with the bat and at a great time for the Pirates.
So that'll bring up the top of the order, and Ethan Kearney, as they switch balls, maybe that was it. They think that might have been the matter. Just a bad ball.
Guess it's worth a try.
Hasegawa has no record, has only pitched 6 2/3 innings, so no ERA, and Kearney looked like he was going to bunt for a hit, but fouls it off, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and the North County native with his last appearance, a great one against the Red Hot Oaks on the 14th, pitched 2 scoreless with 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, just 1 hit allowed.
Has 11 strikeouts and 4 walks, has given up only 1 earned run and 6 hits. And this is his 6th appearance. This one's fouled out of play the other way down the third base line. But it's 0-2 to Kearney. Kearney led off the game with a base hit to left field and was stranded at second. Then had a bunt for a single that ended up being a single, as this one skips past Wilkinson, and the wild pitch puts Grant Madrid Murray in scoring position.
That's not something you want to do as a relief pitcher, just giving up a free base for Madrid Murray and also taking away the easy double play.
So the pitch is a ball, obviously, and it was a 59-foot pitch. 1-2's the count with the go-ahead run at second base at Madrid Murray. And Kearney held up on the swing, and it's 2-2.
Also, I'll say Hasegawa has a natural nickname his teammates are giving him. Haas, you could hear from the dugout. What a perfect nickname for a pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Kearney on the fastball.
That was a Haas pitch.
Certainly was. He's another big kid, too. Very thick. 6 foot. 6
foot 200 pounds
220.
on the lefty.
200, yeah. And that's being generous on the 200. DJ Akiyama now batting from the right side with the left-hander Hasegawa out there. Looks at strike 1.
And last time from the left side, he struck out against Chris Canada in the 5th.
And is 1 for 4. Pitch is low, 1-1. Had a base hit to center field in the first inning. Flew out to center, struck out looking, and was on the fielder's choice back in the 7th. And has a big opportunity here. This one's bounced towards second. And there's Hacksworth, who gets it and throws him out. But on the play, Grant Madrid Murray is over at third base. So almost like a bunt. And
Pretty
here comes
much.
big Gabe Juarez. So Akiyama grounding that one. And ends up 1 for 5 on his day.
Yeah, not a bad result because I'm not sure Madrid Murray could score on anything, even with 2 outs from second.
Juarez bounces this one towards Hacks. Actually, it's bumbled, and the run scores. Runner's out? Did they call him out?
Wait. No way.
No, that was the Pirates crowd.
Okay.
Gabe Juarez is safe. That's got to be that's an error on the first baseman that allowed Madrid Murray to score. And I apologize because Andrew Thomas is out of my sight line with a pole in the way. But coming in to score, the go-ahead run is Grant Madrid Murray. It's 3-2, Pirates over the Riptide. Brandon Wynn steps in and fouls this one into the glove of Wilkinson, and it's 0-1.
And the Pirates were so loud for that one, it sounded like it had to be the home crowd. We've just got some good support.
Sure do. Looks like there's more red shirts down below me than there are folks over on the third base side. Good crowd coming down to Irvine. So Gabe Juarez does it again. This one's hacked foul out of play, and it's 0-2 to Brandon Wynn with 2 down. I almost couldn't believe my eyes. The crowd influenced me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you go to Angel Stadium and the Tigers are there. All the Detroit fans come out. Wynn hanging tough. Trying to get Akiyama lefty against lefty. So advantage Hasegawa. Looks over at Gabe Juarez. This one's pulled foul, but up the line, but foul.
And I'll say I think the scoreboard is a bit off here. I think it's 1-2 because they had 0-2 when it was 1-2 and then added 2 balls for some reason.
Right, it's 1-2. That's what I have.
Definitely 2 strikes.
Fastball, and that's sent high down the left field line, and that's going to land foul. So a gift for Brandon Wynn.
Because I think that landed, is that a rolled up tarp to cover the field? Because you can just barely see it in your screen to the left of the left field foul pole. I think that held up Hammond just a little bit. If that wasn't there, I think he would have gone full out for it. So that's what keeps Wynn alive here.
So it's 1-2. The scoreboard's right now. Gabe Juarez at first, and the Pirates up 3-2 in the top of the 9th inning, and this one's tapped in front of the plate, picked up by Wilkinson, just up the line and throws it out. A nice play by Brandon Wilkinson. 2-3 on the putout, but good news. The Pirates score the go-ahead run and lead the Riptide going into the bottom of the 9th inning, 3-2. And you are watching the Ventura County Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. So the Ventura County Pirates are 3 outs away from a huge win here in Irvine, leading it 3-2. The go-ahead run coming on the first baseman, J.C. Allen's error, but they'll take it. Jacob Russell coming in for his 3rd inning of work, has 4 strikeouts, struck out the side back in the 8th inning. And Russell will face the top of the order of Michael Diaz, Patrick Hackworth, and Jake Brown, and is ahead of Diaz. Strike 1.
And Russell normally pitches more like 2, but threw 3 against the Barons on June 22nd.
Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and that was a beauty, chased by Diaz. Diaz has 1 hit in his 4 at-bats, was also hit by a pitch and was sacrificed flied home by Rocco Gump to tie the game at 1, or to take the lead at 1-0, and just barely missed on that breaking ball that froze Diaz and also froze Dewey Bracker's arm.
Yeah, that was real close, but I don't hate the call if I'm going to be painfully honest.
Here comes the 1-2, another breaking ball, and it's pulled foul and deep.
And my heart dropped for a second on that one. That one looked like it was hit pretty hard, but just was pulled by a mile.
Yeah, big Michael Diaz The leadoff hitter grounds this one up the first base line, but foul. Picked up by Mariano.
There's another one. Big grunt from Jacob Russell. Thought he was going to get his pitch like he did last time. But just misses a ground ball out there.
So Diaz, 6'2", 210-pounder, a leadoff hitter. And strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside corner, and down goes Diaz. Yikes. Talk about filth.
Yeah,
Clean up on aisle 3.
Russell didn't get the last one. He had to get that one. It was right on the border. And honestly, I think that Diaz should have been a bit more productive of the plate there.
He's talking to himself as he walks back to the dugout. Patrick Hackworth steps in, and he's really proven himself out there, especially out at second base. Has a hit and a run scored and a walk. And looks at the first pitch for strike 1, and Russell up again on a hitter.
Hasn't been transformative offensively, but I think he's got a big moment in him, so Russell has to be careful.
Fastball, and that's inside, 1-1. And Russell struck out Hackworth looking. This is the second time around for Hackworth. That was back in the 7th inning. 1 for 3 on the day with a walk. Fastball right down the middle, strike 2. And on deck is Jake Brown. Russell, another fastball, snagged by Jacob Russell. Throws a strike over to first base, and it's 2 down.
Look at that, a big reaction from the traveling crowd. What a play by Jacob Russell. Gets the ground ball, snatches it. That would have been a tough play in the middle infield, but it was easy for the pitcher.
It's like a cat going up to get that bird flying by. He snatched it out of the air. Here comes Jake Brown. Brown is 0 for 3 with a walk back in the first inning. The right fielder swings and misses. And Russell took something off of that one, and it's 0-1.
And Brown struck out looking after Hackworth in the 7th against Russell.
So Brown looking for something, swings and misses at an off-speed pitch again. So Russell reaching into his bag of tricks and showing him stuff that he hasn't seen.
Brown was about an hour early.
Here it is, match point, 0-2 to Jake Brown. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Jake Brown. Down go the Riptide. The Pirates come back to beat the Riptide 3-2 at Great Park in Irvine. What a win. That's the win of the year for the Pirates.
Yeah, a really fantastic performance. There were times that either team really could have pulled ahead. Nobody did, but a fantastic performance, I'd say, by Jacob Russell to end that thing. I mean, he was nails. And that's what you need is your relief pitcher stepping up in key moments. The Riptide threw a lot at the Pirates, a whole ton of different pitchers, and it seemed like the Pirates were always one step ahead and deservedly win at Great Park.
So the Pirates, 3 runs on I have 8 hits and 2 errors. And the Riptide, 2 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. The big one was in the top of the 9th inning by J.C. Allen, and that allowed the run to score. The winning pitcher, Jacob Russell, who threw his tail off today. The losing pitcher is Sam Hasegawa. And Alex, we'll see you tomorrow at LA Valley College against the San Diego Sunrays.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time, second to last home game for the Pirates in the CCL this season. And coming off a win like this, it's hard not to come see the Pirates or at least watch us here on YouTube.
It sure does. Well, for Alex our player of the game has to be Jacob Russell.
Jacob Russell on the pitching side for sure, but if we're going to pick an offensive player, huge shout out goes to Grant Madrid Murray. He scored 2 of the team's 3 runs, had not been hitting away from home at all, but had a pair of hits plus a walk. Fantastic from the Pirates backstop.
All right, well, we're going to go down there and talk to those 2 guys. You can see them on Instagram once we do our interviews. Well, again, for Alex Ramol, I'm Lou Stowers telling you once again the final score from Champion Stadium in the Great Park of Irvine. This is Lou Stowers telling you the final score, 3-2 Pirates over the Riptide. Until tomorrow at LA Valley College, so long.